Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Asia trades mixed after US losses. US equity FUTs rise analysis http ntvforex.com news ID B85D65911 4439 AM Asia market update. Asia trades mixed after US losses. US equity FUTs rise. Rio Tinto announced management shakeup. Upcoming Hawaii deadline in focus. General trend. Australia's resources, energy, and financial indices decline. Rio Tinto trades lower after management shakeup. Topics: marine transportation and pharma indices are among the gainers. Securities index declines. Japan display rises after quarterly earnings report and outlook. Later paired gainers in HK include tech, gaming and auto firms. Property index declines. Shanghai Composite declined by 0.2% during morning session. Banks and property firms were among the decliners. IT shares rose. Oracle rose over 3% in after-hours trading following results guidance. Peloton rose over 9% after its results guidance. China's OG banking statistics including M2 and new yuan loans might be released later today. The new U.S. sanctions on Hawaii are due to take effect next Tuesday, September 15. The new sanctions will ban the supply of chips made with U.S. components to Hawaii without prior approval from the U.S. Headlines: economic data. Australia New Zealand ASX 200 opens 0.2%. Rio Tinto RIO.AU CEO J.S. Jacques to leave company on March 31 or when new CEO is appointed. Iron ore chief Chris Salisbury to step down from position immediately. To leave company on December 31, the company said the executive changes are in response to the Juukan Gorge Caves destruction. Victoria State Australia reports 43 additional coronavirus cases v 51 prior, 9 additional deaths. NZ New Zealand AUG manufacturing PMI 50.7 v 59.0 prior, third straight expansion. NZ New Zealand AUG Rains house sales YY 24.8% v 24.6% prior. NZ Reserve Bank of New Zealand RBNZ buys NZ $440m v NZ $480m prior in government bonds as part of QE NZ $440m sought. NZ Reserve Bank of New Zealand RBNZ will seek to purchase NZ $1.35b v NZ $1.35b prior in government bonds next week. China Hong Kong Hang Seng opened 0.2%. Shanghai Composite 0.3%. CN China state-run press. China regulators should improve short-selling mechanisms. Hawaii is holding its Developers Conference 2020 between September 10-12. ZTE 763.HK proposes acquiring 24% interest in ZTE Microelectronics from the China IC Fund. Big Fund. US Pres Trump: there will be no extension of TikTok sale deadline. A Press. CN China Non-Ferrous Industry Association official expects China copper scrap imports down 50% in 2020. Cathay Pacific 293.HK reportedly expected to forego relief from Hong Kong government. Paves way for layoffs. SCMP. CN China Bok open market operation. OMO injects 90 billion Chinese yuan in 7-day reverse repos. V injects 140 billion Chinese yuan in 7-day prior. Net drain 10 billion Chinese yuan. V net inject 20 billion Chinese yuan prior. CN China Bok open market operation. OMO net inject total 230 billion Chinese yuan for the week. V net drain total 470 billion Chinese yuan prior. CN China PBOC sets yuan reference rate 6.8389 v 6.8331 prior. CN China and India reaffirm need to disengage at disputed border region. Joint statement. ByteDance to invest several $billion in Singapore currency not specified. CN China AUG smartphone shipments 13.4% YY. China Academy of Information and Communications caked from September 10. CN China Finance Ministry MOF sells 30-year bonds average yield 3.81% v 3.80%. Japan Nikkei 225 opened 0.5%. JP Nikkei September futures and options are expected to settle at 23,272. Financial press. JP Bank of Japan BOJ to hold meeting on market operations on October 20, Tuesday from 5:30 p.m. Japan time 8:30 GMT. JP Japan Chief Cabinet Secretary Suga LDP ruling party leadership candidate: we will call for sales tax hike in the future given Japan cannot avoid decline in population from September 10. JP follow-up. Japan Chief Cabinet Suga LDP party leadership candidate agrees with PM Abe On no need to raise sales tax for 10 years. JP follow-up. Japan Foreign Min Motegi to hold talks via video with UK Trade Min Truss in the afternoon. September 11. Aims to reach broad agreement on trade deal. JP Japan Fin Min ASO fraud. Victims of Docomo should be fully compensated. Coronavirus has put severe pressure on Japan government finances. No comment on hypothetical plan to dissolve Diet. JP Japan Q3 BSI Large All Industry QQ 2.0 V 40.0 E Large Manufacturing QQ 0.1 V 52.3. Prior the BSI data is seen as being correlated with the BOHA-S Tankan survey. The BOJ Q3 Tankan survey is due to be released on October 1. JP Japan OG PPIMM 0.2% v 0.2% EYY 0.5% v 0.5% EJP Japan government reported to allocate a 1.6 T from reserve fund for coronavirus measures. Press JP Japan reported to set up coronavirus testing sites at nightlife districts in the country. Japanese press Korea Kospi opened 0.3% KR South Korea September 1/10 exports YY 0.2% imports YY 7.6% chip exports 43.2% YY KR South Korea Health Min official Yoon South Korea to monitor virus situation for 1-2 more days before changing rules on social distancing in line. KR South Korea confirms 176 additional coronavirus cases v 155 prior 9 straight days of LT 200 cases. Other Asia ID Indonesia Parliamentary Budget Committee agrees with government to increase the 2021 budget deficit assumption to 5.7% v 5.5% prior. In India said to plan to restrict copper and aluminum imports. Plans to raise surveillance of copper and aluminum imports. Financial Press North America U.S. Senate does not have votes to advance Republican skinny coronavirus aid bill as expected. A press BR Brazil President Bolsonaro asked team what we can do about a weaker BRL. Always talking with central bank about FX rate. U.S. Senator Grassley RIA urges Trump to lift steel tariffs to help Iowa in line with prior requests. Europe EU ECB members said no need to overreact to euro currency gains. Press levels as of 1:20 ET Nikkei 225, 0.5%. ASX 200 0.7%, Hang Seng 0.5%, Shanghai Composite 0.3%, Kospi 0.5%, Equity S&P 500 Futures 0.7%, Nasdaq 100 0.7%, DAX 0.6%, FTSE 100 0.3%, 1.1840 euros, 1.1811 Japanese yen, 106.20, 106 Australian dollars and 7 cents, 0.7279, 0.7250 NZD, 0.6666, 0.6642 gold 0.9% at $1,947 ounce. Crude oil 0.3% at $37.20 BRL. Copper 0.7% at $2.9947 pound. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me mt5.expert.advisors.